That's a live corner now, but it's not the drug corner.
Well, but see, it's that bottom layer, that bottom rung. Like Jesus said, I didn't come to call the righteous to repentance, but the sinners. So while that's good that that's occurring, and more times than not, the people who were there are in jail somewhere, we still have to reach them because they come back to the community.
Yes.
And if they don't have a viable way of living, guess what? You're fresh meat again.
Yes.
So until we learn that, yes, on the surface, it looks better. On the surface, you don't have them trying to get in your car, but what was leading them to getting in your car? What was it that made them feel that they had no other choice other than to affront somebody? See, we've got to go to the core. We've got to go to the root of what's occurring. We can no longer afford to be superficial. Yes, it gives us a false sense of security, but the people that was there before that culture, that undercurrent of Tampa society is somewhere.
Yes,
So
yes.
we've got to find them and heal them and employ them and try to get them restored back to a level of humanity.
Okay, well, which is fair. But my thing is, I just look, I don't know if you've been over there or not, but it's a good look. It's a different environment because it used to be just an empty lot there. And then they build onto that lot. And I passed by many times and know what it was. Tanya Lewis had to keep calling me and asking me to come out, when they was doing the groundbreaking and doing the building. And now it was put up so quickly, I just can't believe the different people you see coming in and out of the building.
Well, it's progress. It's
Yes.
like I said, it's
Yes.
hope. And hopefully doing something with the people who aren't coming in.
Miss LaCount, can I put you on hold for 1 minute? Because I have this line just keep ringing. And what it is it may be a question that you can answer. So can I put you on hold?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Caller, you're live.
Hey, Cherylene, hello?
Hello, I can hear you. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. First, I want to call and commend you for talking tonight about the community issues, which you do all the time. But something that I want to address is today I've seen an incident where a police officer had to be called on a young boy that was disrespectful to an older man because the man was telling him basically to be respectful while he's standing outside, not using profanity, not damaging his lawn care, things to that effect. But it got so bad that the police had to be called on this young boy. I'm just concerned why our youth are not being respectful. What's happening to their mannerisms? What's happening to their values?
Well, Bundy, I really don't know. I was right in the area as well, and I seen the same thing you did. I may have gotten there before you did or after you did. And what it is that the young child was standing on a corner waiting on his sibling to get off the bus. And the bus was like an hour and 15 minutes late. And the young lady, Miss Clark, who's been driving buses, I think since she was able to drive, just retired. It was her grandchild. So my thing is, she know the procedure. She called the school. The school was unable to do anything about the situation. So everything just went fine and great with that. But my only problem with that is once it all came about and once it happened, it was a whole different ball game. So my thing is that what it was is this young boy was cursing this man out that lives on the corner. He said they smoke weed there, they throw trash. They told the young man and stole the trash here. And it's not even a garbage can, it's like a bin that's actually there. And the bin that's there is to just say, anybody in the neighborhood, just throw trash here instead of in my yard. And he cussed the man out and told him what he can and cannot do. So the young man didn't want to fight him, so he just said, let me call the police. So sure enough, he called the police. I have a little bit of the footage of it, but I didn't have time to actually put it on. But he was very disrespectful to the gentleman that lives in the home. And, you know, like I explained, I was talking to the officer because he walked over to me and asked me what was I doing with my camera. And I told him that I have Cherylene Levy, tells it like it is, but I call it Levy's News, and I go out and get footage in the community. So he and I had a few words and we talked, and his name is Officer Fitzgerald. And what makes it so bad is he told me that he had just came from Belmont Heights, Jackson Heights area playing football with the young kids over there. Which my thing is, I think he's trying to mend it because, you know, when kids see officer, they think very negative of them. So I think what he did was just came over to try and help and let the kids know he could play with them as well. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just one officer. If all of them was like that, it would be different. But he's one of many that would do that. And then my son was sitting there with me, and he was talking to him about what he's doing. He told him he was a senior at Armwood and just asked him a few questions. Then he started talking to my son. Then he started talking the Bible. So you have them out there that will talk to them regarding the different issues and things of life that's going on, which is good. But on the other hand, the young man, I don't know what happened because I had to leave because I had to get ready for my show. And I just told him, thank you for doing, you know, responding to the issue at the time that you did, because usually it takes them a while to get to the call because there's so much other things going on in our community. But they responded quickly. And all I know is my son called me, said, Mom, get your camera. Come on, you got some footage. I'm getting ready for my show, and I'm like, okay, my boys, whenever they hear a helicopter, they always call me, Mama, something is going on here. Where's your camera? So when I walked down the street to get to it, the gentleman was already, you know, telling me regarding, you know, what was going on. So I already had an idea what was going on, but I was trying to get ready for my show as well. It's just that I think that our young people has gotten away from respect. You understand what I'm saying? I think that they know respect, yes ma'am, no ma'am, but when they're away from their mother, like I told this gentleman, I guarantee you, if you take him to his home, in the neighborhood we live in, if you take him to his house, first of all, his mother probably didn't even know he was out using profanity. Second of all, she probably sent him there because the young man the sibling was not at home, which the bus was an hour and 30 minutes late. And like I say, Miss Clark called the bus garage, which was closed. She also called to the school, which they was probably closed and not answering in the office. So everyone was a little concerned and worried. So usually the bus is there at 4:30, and it was almost 5:45, 6 o'clock, and the bus still was not there. So that's where we had a little problem at. But yet and still, he had no right to disrespect that man that lives there, because mind you, his sibling catch the bus on that corner. Now, his mother wouldn't have liked it if he had got a trespassing warrant and wouldn't have been able to stand there on that corner. And this young man, when it's raining, he allowed them to use the side of his house or his front porch for coverage when it's raining. So just imagine, by you doing this gentleman could have said, well, since I don't want him here, I want his sibling, you know, trespassing too. So this young guy would be the only one standing right on the corner in the rain getting soaking wet because you disrespect this gentleman that lived right here in the house on the corner.
Okay. Well, all right. Thanks, Cherylene. I just want to get an update on it and just let you know what I'm seeing as well.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right,
bye. Bye-bye. Yes, for you viewers just tuning in, we live with Cherylene Tells It Like It Is, and today we're talking about justice in our community. And we also, before we go any further, if I can get my TD to throw up about Betty Reed. I say Representative Betty Reed is going to be doing a continuous day. That's what District 59. What it is Betty Reed is going to be doing it. It's going to be Tuesday, October the 26th, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., and it's going to be at the Lee Davis Neighborhood Service Center. And what it is, it's going to be the department representative as follows will be there, which is going to be who I already confirmed is the Department of Children and Families. That will be discussing food stamps, adoptions, and child care. They will have Department of Corrections, which will be discussing inmate concerns. The Department of Business and Professional Regulations, which will be discussing business license. Department of Child Support, which will be discussing child support enforcement. The Parole Commission will be there. They will be discussing the civil rights information. And we have Departments of Financial Services, which is the Workman Comp Division. And then we have the Agency for Health Care Administration, which will be discussing the Medicare and the Medicaid programs. And we also will be having agents, persons with disability, which is the disability program. So if you're not doing anything on Tuesday, October the 26th, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., please, by all means, this is something that Betty Reed and Michael Kinsley has been trying to do for years. So would you please go out and support? And when I called Michael Kinsley today, he told me what was going to go on, because he get plenty calls regarding different issues that's going on. So